Hey, Overcomers. I am Dara Marie. I'm your favorite mindset teacher. And this is Be an Overcomer, where you are inspired and empowered to walk by faith and use the gift of imagination to create the life you desire. So, Overcomers, today's message is robotic affirmations to impress the subconscious mind. And basically, how do you use robotic affirmations to impress your subconscious mind? Now, from studying the works of Joseph Murphy and reading the book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, which I will be reading from today, we realize that your subconscious mind, basically what it is a proof-producing machine. So basically, it must produce proof of the things that you've been thinking and saying, especially your thoughts, because your subconscious mind, it's always listening. It's ready to take you at your word. So it is in your best interest as a conscious creator to plug into your mind the things that you want to see manifested in your outer world, the things that you want to see show up in your outer world. And I want to thank a viewer for this. They had a question on one of my videos yesterday, basically about affirmation. So this message is inspired by that question. Okay. And your robotic affirmations are thoughts. It's basically your thoughts. Yes. Is it a technique that you can use to impress the subconscious mind? Yes. But basically, the things that you think about continuously, they're like affirmations. Because once again, your subconscious mind, it doesn't differentiate between what is happening right now and what is imagined. So you can tell yourself that you are living your best life, your highest life, the grandest life, whatever it is that you desire. And if you keep focusing on that in a way that we don't know how, it will manifest. But too often, we're so focused on this outer world and we're focused on the negative circumstances. And this is why sometimes life may seem for some people to be on repeat and usually negative cycles because they keep having negative thoughts about their life. They keep focusing on the worst things that's going to happen rather than the best. And that's what's getting impressed in the subconscious mind. And therefore, it has to push out. It has to express itself. So Overcomers, I want to read to you from Joseph Murphy's book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. And I'm reading from the section, How to Get the Results You Want. And he wrote, the principal reasons for failure are lack of confidence and too much effort. Many people block answers to their prayers by failing to fully comprehend the workings of their subconscious mind. When you know how your mind functions, you gain a measure of confidence. You must remember, whenever your subconscious mind accepts an idea, it immediately begins to execute it. It uses all its mighty resources to that end and mobilizes all the mental and spiritual laws of your deeper mind. This law is true for good or bad ideas. Consequently, if you use it negatively, it brings trouble, failure, and confusion. When you use it constructively, it brings guidance, freedom, and peace of mind. Okay, so basically, your subconscious mind, it's waiting on you to give it commands. It's waiting on you to give it a word. It's waiting on you to feed it. So whatever you feed your mind, that is going to get impressed. And in a way that we don't know how, it manifests. As I always tell you, hold to your vision, stick to your vision, persist, okay? And put those blinders up because it will manifest. I'm telling you, whatever it is that you start decreeing over your life, it will manifest. It doesn't matter where you are in your life. It doesn't matter the challenge. Whatever the challenge is, your job as a conscious creator, as a person of faith, is to create an affirmation to speak to that situation. So for example, someone asked a question yesterday about health. If it's a health challenge, and right now, like you may have received a negative doctor's report, do not keep speaking about that report. Do not keep speaking about what the doctor said. Instead, what you're going to do, you start decreeing your health. You start saying, I'm in perfect health. I am in the best health of my life. My body is functioning to perfect order. God created my life, gave me this body, and it's functioning according to how God deems it to be. Whatever you speak over your life, it will manifest, because our words have creative power. Okay. And this is where it's so important, I believe, to tap in and use your imagination. And this is why I love the works of Neville Goddard, his books, because he talks about how imagination creates reality. And I want to read to you a quote from Neville Goddard. Do not bow before the dictate of facts and accept life on the basis of the world without. Assert the supremacy of your imaginal acts over facts and put all things in subjection to them. Hold fast to your ideal in imagination. To attempt to change circumstances before you change your imaginal activity is to struggle against the very nature of things. There can be no outer change until there is first an imaginal change. So nothing, basically what he's saying, nothing changes in this outside world until your inside world changes. And you may say, what is your inside world? Your inside world is your mind, your thoughts, the things that you're focusing on daily. Like if you're constantly focusing on lack, day after day, you're probably going to experience lack. If you're constantly focusing on, oh my goodness, your health, and you seem like your health is getting worse, and you keep thinking about that and thinking about your life in a negative state, day by day, it's going to get worse. If you feel that people around you are negative and it's like you're always encountering negative circumstances or negative situations with people, and that's how you focus, that's what you're focusing on, and that's how your thinking is, that's what's going to be expressed in your world. And this is why affirmations, especially robotic affirmations, speaking the affirmations, and here's the thing, you don't have to believe your affirmations at first when you first start speaking them. Yesterday, I told you about the example of how that situation that I walked through was at one point, it was very chaotic, but I knew what I desired. I was clear on wanting peace. And I started to speak peace amidst the storm. I started to speak peace when there wasn't any evidence of peace. Like it was just too much. But I knew in my mind what I desired. I knew I wanted peace. I felt, and at my core, even now, like, I don't want to be anywhere where there isn't any peace, where there's chaos and there's arguing and there's confusion and negativity. I don't want to be there. Okay. The word says, be at peace with all men. And life is better when you live from a peaceful standpoint. It's better. Like, that's when the ideas and the downloads and the inspiration just flow when you're in a peaceful state. So in that season, as I said, amidst the chaos, I started to speak peace. At first, I didn't believe it. I was like, there's no way. The way this person is, like, there's no way this person's going to change. There's no way, he's going to be agreeable and we're going to get to a point where we can be cordial. But I was speaking it in faith. Because what I desired so much was peace and calm, more so than the storm. And as I continually spoke it, even at times when he would try to argue and I would just say, listen, I want peace. I don't think you understand. I want peace. I kept saying it so much. I know he probably was like, what is wrong? But I'm telling you, because your words have power, you shall decree a thing and it shall be established. Established means to be put in place. Whatever you decree over your life, it will be put in place. It will happen. It will be just so. So your job as a conscious creator is to decide what you want and speak to that situation as if it is already happening. As if it is now. You don't wait for the evidence. As you speak it, the evidence will be created. This is why I encourage you to test it out daily. Test out your faith daily. Think of something you want to see show up in your outer world. Think of something you want to see manifested. Okay? And I'm telling you, once you see evidence of your faith, something that you thought of that you did not share with anybody else, and it was only you and God, obviously, that heard that thought, and then it shows up, That's how you will know that it is your thoughts creating your life. It is your words, what you're decreeing over your life, is what will be. Okay? So overcomers, I also wanted to read to you some affirmations from my book, okay? Faith and Imagination, Keys to Effortless Living. I'm big on affirmations. Actually, one of my songs that's on my album, Dharma, is affirmation. I am big on speaking over my life, and I do it daily. Okay. And one of the, I would say, blanket affirmations that I speak over my life is that each day I am met with blessings and abundance. Okay. And sometimes when we think about abundance, we're thinking about wealth. Yes, money could come your way, but it could be like just a while ago, I left the nail salon and I ran into someone that I know. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was such a blessing. Each day I am met with blessings and abundance. Another blanket affirmation. Everything is working out for my good. All things work together for my good. Everything works out in my favor. Start speaking things over your life affirmatively and roll it over in your mind. That's what Robotic Affirmations is about. There's another content creator. She's really big on robotic affirmations, and she shares testimonies of how when her and her husband were in financial struggles, and she would just say things over and over and over and over and over in her mind, thinking it. And here's the thing. Since your subconscious mind doesn't shut off, there are times during the day that you're doing things like on autopilot. You may be washing the dishes. You may be in the shower. You may be driving, even though I won't encourage you to zone out while you're driving, of course, right? But there's things that you can do that it's like natural to you and you're thinking anyway. Use that time to think your affirmations. You're waiting in line in a store and the line is kind of long. And instead of getting frustrated, that is the time to think your affirmations. Everything in my life is perfect. Everything in my life is perfect. Everything in my life is perfect. All things are working together for my good. Health. Those of you that are having a health challenge, I'm in the best health. I'm in the best health. I'm in the best health. I'm in perfect health. That's what robotic affirmations is. Because your subconscious mind, it's constantly taking cues from this outside world. It's constantly taking in information. So it is in your best interest. Once you know that, and you've awakened to being a conscious creator and a person of strong faith, you know that we walk by faith and not by sight. You start to create your life on purpose. And that's what robotic affirmations help. So overcomers, I want to leave you with a few affirmations, okay, that you can start to speak daily over your life. And that, as I said, it's from my latest book, Faith and Imagination, Keys to Effortless Living. At the end of each chapter in this book, there are affirmations that you can speak over your life. As I shared with you, I'm big on affirmations. I speak them daily, along with getting up in the morning and praying, journaling. I start to speak over my life or think my thoughts in my mind, okay? So here's a couple of affirmations. I see God's favor on my life daily. I envision living the life of my dreams. I visualize living a life of happiness. If I see it in my mind, I will see it in my outer world. My mind is clear and focused. I see myself as prosperous. My thoughts are powerful and create. I see myself living a fulfilled life. I have a renewed mind. I am valued. I am successful. I am chosen to bear fruit. Here's some other affirmations. I am guided by the truth of who God says I am. I am successful. I am discerning. I always complete tasks easily and effortlessly. For those that may procrastinate and halt on delaying the things that you need to do, start to say that I always complete tasks easily and effortlessly. I work efficiently. I move with decisive action. I'm abundant. I'm flourishing. I'm open to receive divine downloads from God. I am created in God's image. Therefore, I create. I absolutely love that because we're made to create. We are created by the Creator to create. And just like God spoke the world into existence, we can speak our world and our life into existence too. So overcomers, today, I want you to start to speak robotic affirmations over your life. Start to speak your affirmations, because whatever you continue to decree over your life, it will be established. And do not be caught up with the time, because like I said, we don't control how something manifests or when it shows up. Our job is to just believe and stay persistent. You don't let up until it shows up, until it manifests. Today, I want you to speak robotic affirmations. Pick several affirmations that pertain to a situation in your life and start to say them. Start to think them. So overcomers, I hope this helped you. I hope you feel inspired. Thank you so much for being here. I love my overcomers so much. If you enjoyed this message and you like this video, please share it. Please comment, subscribe, and hit like so others can see this content too. And always be an overcomer.